Hey guys, I'm Lisa Ohanian. Welcome to Shape. This week we're going to talk a little bit about the Reliant. Now the concept art for the Reliant was done by David Hobbins, who also did concept art for the Mustang. The Reliant is, I like to think of it as a souped up starter ship. It is technically a starter ship, but it's for multi-crew, which is really exciting. Now, we are selling the Reliant this week, but the reason I wanted to do it for Shape is to sort of go behind the scenes and show you guys some images about what could have been with the Reliant. We have a lot of images of some of the early concept art for the different directions that we could have gone in this ship, which I think is really interesting. When we started concepting the ship, we had two major influences in mind. The first is that we wanted it to have kind of a Japanese aesthetic. And David said he looked at a lot of traditional and modern Japanese aesthetics to do this. He looked at Japanese cars, he looked at symbology associated with Japanese traditions. You can see that in some of the early concept shapes that we have here for the ship. Eventually we decided to move away from that a little bit and go more in a MISC direction because that's the manufacturer for the ship. But you can still see some of the influence in the curvature of the body and of the wings. The second major influence for this ship, and this wasn't as pronounced as the Japanese influence, was the Xi'an influence. You can see this a little bit in how the ship rotates, goes vertical, goes horizontal, and the cockpit kind of goes along with it. You can also see the Xi'an influence in where the power centers are. They're more spherical and kind of influenced other aspects of the exterior design of the ship. The Reliant is a mini hauler, which means it's going to need to haul cargo. In some of the earlier designs, David was thinking maybe you can load it into the wings. That would make for a pretty cool design. But as we built out the ship and as design weighed in, we realized that might not make sense because it would be really easy to imbalance a ship that's going to be rotating and transforming a lot. For this reason, we ended up keeping all of the cargo holding areas in the center body of the ship. The most fun aspect of designing the Reliant, according to David, was how the ship transforms, the animations involved, and he designed some of the earlier prototype animations for us and how it transforms. Again, this ship can fly horizontal and it can also fly vertical, rotating the cockpit, and that was a unique factor of this ship that he said was really exciting to work on. So that's it on the Reliant for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in for Shape. But really quick, before we end the segment, you might have noticed that for the past few weeks we've had a temp logo. Now we have a contest running on the forums right now. We really want to get a logo that's designed by backers. So if you have anything, you think you can design anything, go to the forums, put your logo up there. We're going to be running this probably for the next few weeks before we'll be picking one, and it will become part of the Shape segment. Looking forward to see what you have for us, guys. Thanks again. This is Lisa.